What is happening, y'all? Welcome back. Let's bring it on home. Conclusion. Forbidden West.
Are you okay? Look, I know you've been through a lot, but you have to help me access the Zenith network. I need to see their files, anything referring to the word Nemesis. Okay. Over there. The systems are down all over the base. I should be able to take advantage of... Yes, Nemesis. Here. There's something in deep space. It's following the Zeniths to Earth. Look. Escape vectors. Alva tried to warn me about this. The Zeniths aren't planning to stay here. It's a machine of some kind. Or a swarm of them. The energy readings are astronomical.
Yeah, we got a Reaper situation here.
Aloy, I don't think a natural disaster destroyed the Zenith colony on Sirius. This thing did.
They repeat the same mistakes they made on Earth.
It's a way station. They're on the run.
I see you've been busy.
And you've been lying. Nemesis, what is it?
It is us. The minds of Far Zenith. Or failed copies of them, anyway. Back on Sirius, some of my peers weren't satisfied with physical immortality. They wanted digital transcendence. A way to upload their minds into any form, organic or mechanical. Nemesis was a failed experiment to that effect. Abandoned, but never erased. An immense database of our memories, emotions, and prejudices left to fester.
And it destroyed your colony?
We didn't realize it had gained sentience until it broke containment. It had everything it needed from our memories. Security protocols, system specs, override codes. It hacked everything before we knew what hit us. Then it took over our printing facilities, allowing it to gain any machine form it needed to wipe us out.
But why?
Imagine being trapped alone for decades with only the twisted echoes of megalomaniacs for company. It hates us for abandoning it to that prison. And now that it's free, it will do anything to destroy us, including denying us a safe harbor on Earth.
The extinction signal that woke Hades. You didn't send it. Nemesis did.
Finally, you understand. And when that failed, it launched from Sirius to finish the job itself. Which is why we must flee to a random planet circling a random star, somewhere it can never find us.
With Gaia, so you can build yourself a new world.
That's the plan. Even now. Earth is finished, Aloy. Nemesis will scour it of life to deny its creators a viable home. But Elizabeth's dream won't die. You'll come with me to the stars. And with Gaia, we'll create a new world. Together, where that monstrosity could never find us.
What? No.
I loved Elizabeth. More than you could ever know. And I let her stay behind to die with the rest of humanity. A mistake I have regretted for 1,000 years. Now she stands before me again. Not some inferior copy,
Oof.
but her best possible self. So I'm not asking. You're coming with me. It may seem harsh now, but you'll forgive me in a few centuries.
You can't force me, Tilda. Your shield is gone.
I have something better. Specter Prime, to me.
Take cover! Get to the door!
Submit, Aloy. You can't win.
Oh, that thing is big.
I've heard that before.
Sticks!
Specter Prime, the ultimate far zenith exoframe, morph into multiple forms, gold armor like plates, can become devastating weapons. Has a plasma unit, siege mortar, pulse cannons, resources, nanoplating, a shock unit, a regeneration unit, full nexus, launcher prime, vector thruster, ability remove, attack removal. I need to get the vector thruster, the lancer.
And stones against the lightning.
You better scan that thing first.
Let's see. Oh no, I need just a second. Ability removal, attack removal, ability removal, attack removal. Okay, we got stuff marked.
Take us up!
If there was ever a time for my super CO's banquet food, it is now. I didn't even see what it's weak to. Weak to corrosive. Can we still electrocute you?
Fire!
We can get her electrified.
Elemental ammo is making a dent in those gold plates. You're not taking me, Tilda!
Execute attack pattern Sigma!
Okay, that's enough of this. I like how I have a different face paint with that. I hit it. That time I did.
I'll shut you down.
Soon we will be all that is left of the human race. This specter was designed to survive against more than that.
Goodbye. Yeah, that Valor Surge is definitely that combined with that? Oh, instant burning chance. I wonder if the thing, if it gets here and it senses that all of the zeniths are dead. Oh no, Sylens, what are you doing?
She tried to take you. And she told you about Nemesis.
So you've known all along.
From Hades, yes. Along with data on how to circumvent the Zenith shields. Everything I did to create the rebel army was based on that knowledge. To reach this place, this moment.
And you couldn't just tell me?
Come now, Aloy. You're the last person to act sensibly in the face of impossible odds. When I learned of Nemesis from Hades, I saw the pieces on the board and how to play them. And in that same moment, I knew it was a game you would never play. That you would interfere and attempt to save the Tenakth. I was correct, to a point. You ruined my plans, but brought your own to fruition. The end result is the same. We're here. And now it's time for me to leave this doomed planet behind. To seize the Odyssey and the Apollo database, and begin a new chapter in my pursuit of knowledge, one with infinite possibilities. You can join me if you so desire. You've more than earned your place. Unlike Tilda, I'm extending a polite invitation.
You're going to just take off? And abandon everything? Stay. Help me fight that thing.
Perhaps Tilda didn't adequately define the threat. Nemesis can't be stopped.
Couldn't it with Gaia though, if we were making our own machines to fight it off?
What hope does this primitive tribal Earth have? If you brought Gaia, you wouldn't be abandoning life, you'd be saving a seed for a new world. Just as Elizabeth did. It's the choice she made. The sacrifice of all that is for the hope of what might be. If she were here in your place, she would board that shuttle, Aloy.
Found her.
Is she hurt?
Still on her feet. Thank the 10.
Goodbye, Sylens.
Maybe the ship will just, maybe it's tracking the ship, so it'll just chase Sylens down and leave us alone. No, then again, no, it sent the extinction signal, so it's going to want to destroy Earth.
She looks okay.
Oh, he took his arm off.
She looks victorious.
As always.
Aloy. You did it.
I feel like we would be able to use Gaia and set up the planet, pump out our own machines to fight off this thing. Machine versus machine.
Hey, where's he going?
As far away as anyone can go.
Oh. Are you sure?
You're staying.
For a time. You people are going to need all of the help you can get.
I mean, we probably got some
Does
time
anyone else
before
need a drink?
Zenith
Not if it's
reaches
that
this
ale
place
of yours.
anyway.
I'd be fine with a nap.
Excellent idea.
I hope it's really over this time.
She's like, do y'all not see the evil flashing red thing? Like, it's not over. Definitely not over.
There's another battle ahead, Elizabeth. Very different than the one you fought. It's not about the distant hope of creating a new world.
That's right, we should have all the sub-functions now, so we covered them from Zenith, I
My
assume.
friends have a new mission. Just spread the word and ask for help. They've taken it in stride. I think it's because they've always known what I've only just started to understand. That the people of this world have the strength to fight any battle. The ingenuity to solve any problem. Courage to overcome any obstacle. And the resilience to rise after any setback. As for me, I can't say I'm not afraid. What lies ahead will be harder than anything we've faced before. But I know I can put the fear aside. Because for the first time in my life, I feel like I'm not alone.
So we're missing 2 sub-functions. Wonder what we're missing. That's the credit roll. Damn. So, this is gonna be a shorter review because I plan on doing a whole proper review of this game and having that on the channel at launch. But damn, like, man, that was really good. Like, oh man, especially I think after, like, you know, I don't know, I just feel like I've been disappointed in a lot of games lately. Like, Pokemon didn't really do it for me. Dying Light I've been having issues with the, you know, bugs and co-op not working. And it's just kind of been like, man, I need something. And just for the record, right now, I don't have Elden Ring yet. I wanted to get all of Horizon out of the way before Elden Ring, so I really pushed through this. Like right now, it's like February the 5th. I've put in a lot of time to get through this in time. So I don't know how Elden Ring is, so that's not part of my comparison here. Just for a point of reference. But anyway, I mean, this was... God, this was just like a beautiful breath of fresh air. You know, like the bugs we encountered were incredibly minor, like the black screen load thing. That's supposed to be a day 1 patch thing, and even then, it didn't really take away. I mean, the only thing, if you can call it a bug, really, is the how I felt. I felt that the platforming should be a little bit snappier, but even then, like, it was more a minor inconvenience than anything. The story was like, wow, dude, the story in this was so much better than the first game, I feel. You know, the first game we had kind of an extended tutorial, you know, Aloy growing up, learning how to use the bow, all that stuff. This time, instead, we kind of just jumped right into it, and we were, like, let me look at the episodes here. We were at the Daunt pretty fast, the 4th episode, so that's what, maybe, let me actually, let me check. We managed to reach the Daunt within 2 hours. And so, you know, and in those early areas, I don't even know if I consider them tutorial, but, you know, it took 2 hours before it was like, here's the game, open world, do what you want, explore, get in trouble, which is dope. You know, I mean, I guess you could argue that Dying Light had the same tutorial for 2 hours, but I don't know, it didn't feel like a tutorial here. You know, it was like, you know, we're gonna go through climbing, we're gonna go through your rope caster. But even the starting areas, we were, you know, running around and doing stuff, kind of head up with a lot of dialogue, set the stage. So, I don't know. It didn't... The 2-hour period before we hit full exploration didn't feel like a tutorial being shoved down your throat here, which I think is really good, because the last thing you want is a player to feel like the game is drudging along. The biome diversity here was beautiful. I mean, they definitely hit all the marks. You know, we had the, you know, kind of opening area like this. We had the forest-heavy areas, we had plain-heavy areas, we had the deserts, we had islands, we had the icy peaks. It was, you know, they basically went down the check marks and covered all your different biomes. The new variety on stuff, like the slither fangs, I didn't fight too many of them, but the roly thing that burrows underground, those things were super cool. We had the slaughter spine, you know, there's a bunch of new machines that were badass. I really liked how the cauldrons were a lot more diverse. I felt like the cauldrons were kind of samey in the last game. That's a big point for me here, is I feel like there were a lot of areas in the first game that were, you know, kind of samey. The cauldrons, the tall necks, you know, it was just like, oh, here's the tall neck, climb up it. And this time was a massive change from that. I mean, all of the tall necks were incredibly unique experiences, you know, with almost like mini missions attached to them. The cauldrons were vastly different as well. The first was kind of reminiscent of the original, and then we had that crazy water cauldron. We had the one where we were, you know, going back and forth with all the machines. They were a lot more puzzle focused, whereas I feel in the first game they were platforming. So really welcome change there. Some of the new weapons, I mean, God, the spike thrower, I was in love with that thing. That thing decimated. I barely used it, but the rope canisters is a really cool concept. You know, effectively it's elemental solution on demand when you get used to using it right. So, you know, good I mean, God, just so much more diversity here. Weapon diversity, cauldron diversity, tall neck diversity, the quests too, the side quests. Each side quest had like, I mean, we didn't even do a lot of side quests. We skipped a bunch. But the side quests were pretty dope. I mean, there was a lot of different stuff going on in them, and you know, interesting characters, usually interesting objectives. I like that we could tag parts. I'm trying to remember, I don't think we could do that in the original game, and I think that was one of my gripes, but being able to not only tag parts, but have it show like, oh, you're looking for, you know, Thunderjaw parts, Thunderjaw's over here on the map. That was really nice. That's just like good quality of life. Being able to fast travel free from fire to fire, and then freely fast travel if you have a pack, really like that. You know, it gives you a reason to go for the pack versus like, oh, we're just gonna let you travel all over. Because it actually makes, like, I mean, there was a lot of time where I'd make the effort to find a campfire to travel from versus just free traveling. I mean, now towards the end, I got the bird, so it don't really matter. Which, God, man, the bird, oh man, the bird just, getting a hold of the Sunwing, and then not only do you get flight, you get full, just pilot it wherever you want. Fly up cliffs, dive down. The thing can snatch you out of the air if you're gliding, or it can snatch you if you're sitting in water waiting for it. Like, that was just beautiful freedom of exploration. You know, and that also opened up to where I don't really use the ram thing. I just have the claw strider, and I can have that on aggressive and have it to call into fights and assist me. Which, that's something I think would be really cool to see in either, whether they're planning this to be a trilogy or they're setting up an expansion like a DLC to tackle the problem. I would really like it if you could have a companion machine, like as in, you know, you override a machine and then it's not a mount, but you can call it into combat to assist you. I think that would be super, super cool as an addition. I see how it could be kind of broken at times, you know, you're like fighting something and you're like, let me summon my Apex. Well, you can't summon Apex, but you know, you're just pulling a Slither Fang or a Thunderjaw out in the middle of combat to assist you. That would get pretty broken for sure. But I still think it would be a really cool addition. I mean, game looked beautiful. Story was good, gameplay was good. Like, honestly, I don't know if I've ever given... Actually, no, I think Sekiro is probably the only other game that I gave a 10 out of 10 to. And this is easily a 10 out of 10. Like, this is... I have not enjoyed an open world experience this much since Ghost of Tsushima. And I think, gameplay-wise, I think I enjoyed this more. I really like Ghost of Tsushima. Ghost of Tsushima is a phenomenal game. And easily one of the, probably still the most beautiful game on PlayStation, but I don't know, I think it's the loot grind aspect of this game that puts it ahead for me. I really like the hunting down machines for specific components and getting the upgrade. Like I mentioned, there were 2 separate nights that after I got done recording, I brought the PS5 upstairs, and then I just laid in bed farming up materials to upgrade armor and weapons for like an extra 3 to 4 hours after I had finished recording. And I don't know, that draws me into a game. It's not very often that I find a game where when I'm not recording it or when I'm not streaming it, I just want to play it. And that was the case here. Even when I wasn't producing content for it, I was like, well, I could, watch some stuff on Netflix, or I could just bring my PS5 upstairs and fight machines and farm up all these parts. And that's what I did. I went for the machine farming and had a blast doing it. So yeah, I mean, honestly, this is an absolute must play. If you have, I mean, I don't know how it works on PS4, but yeah, this is. I would say that right now, this is the best PS5 title available. Like, this is phenomenal. And like, given I haven't played Elden Ring yet, and I know I'm already going to be biased towards Elden Ring because I've wanted an open world Souls game forever. This is an easy game of the year contender. Honestly, I think the only thing that might hold this back from getting Game of the Year is the fact that Elden Ring is super, super hyped, and that this is only on PlayStation. If this had launched and it was multi-platform, I think it would be a serious head-to-head with Elden Ring. Open world against open world, because this is just... God, this was so freaking enjoyable. Anyway, I think I've said what needs to be said. Let's skip, see if there's a post-credit cutscene. Nope, discovered Nemesis. Singularity is done. That's it, we're just back. Congratulations on defeating the far zenith threat. You're free to continue exploring, complete any unfinished quests and activities. Thank you for playing the Horizon team. Damn. And there's still, like, I mean, there's so much to do still. Like, if we take a look at my quests, tons of side quests. There's quests I haven't even picked up. I didn't finish the salvage contracts thing. I didn't do hunting grounds. I did the arena. Like, there's lots of stuff to do still. I didn't do the rebel out camps or posts. There's the relic ruins to explore still. There's the gauntlet runs, which are racing. Like, there's content on top of content still in this game. And we wrapped up at 46 hours and 24 minutes. Just like, that's insane, man. The fact that there's still all of this content and I'm over 46 hours of time spent in game, like, that's this game is juicy. So we're wrapping things up here. Elden Ring's either already started by now, or I don't know. I haven't decided how I'm gonna pump this. I mean, it's a 50 episode series. I don't know if I can pump that out in a week. I mean, I could. It would be episode overload though. So I don't know. Maybe I'll let them go on top of each other. Like, I was worried about it, but this game is so damn good. I think it could. I think the episodes are gonna be able to stand up against Elden Ring. I mean, I'm a Souls channel. People are gonna come for Elden Ring, but this is not. This should not be discounted. This was just phenomenal. So wrapping up here. Hopefully y'all enjoyed the journey. I know I sure as hell did. And yeah, rest assured, if there's DLC or an expansion or a third game, consider your boy hyped, because we will definitely be there for it.